Yo, good evening. Welcome to the NS9 Postgame Show on Pittsburgh Baseball Now. I'm Jim Rosati. With me is Tyler. This is going to be a fun show, I think. Just an absolutely amazing game today. It was O'Neill Cruz Day. Pirates win 12-1 over the Chicago Cubs. We're gonna have fun tonight.
It's a good day,
Tyler. It's a great day.
I haven't had this much fun as a Pirates fan in a long time.
So, just being on, Twitter first off tonight was electric. Like Pirates Twitter was just great all night long. And it was just from the get-go, right? Like JT Brubaker set the tone on the pitching mound, and then the bats just pounded and pounded. And this game seemed like it was pretty much over after the third inning today. Yeah. Pirates kept adding on a few more runs, but yeah, just an overall super fun night. Just a great baseball game in general. O'Neill Cruz's first game of the season. Obviously that's going to be the main story, but there's some other things to talk about too. But for the most part, we're going to talk about Cruz. So again, Pirates win 12-1. And O'Neill Cruz was just a game changer. He was a game changer today. By the end of the third inning, he had already had the fastest thrown ball by an infielder in Major League Baseball this year. He had the hardest hit baseball by a Pirate this year. And he had the top 3 sprint speeds recorded by a Pirate this year. All by the third inning of his first game.
Jim, he took a step and threw a baseball 96 miles an hour. The dude could have been a starting pitcher.
Yeah. He did. Yeah, he threw it flat-footed. He basically was just let me casually
backhanded a baseball.
Throw this laser ball.
Took one step and threw it 96 miles per hour.
And to put that in context, no one this year has even come within 2 miles an hour of that. It's not like he barely beat out the next, he was way faster than and that's just one thing, right? Mm-hmm. But it's just, it just goes to show you that the reason why you have this guy play shortstop is because he's just a freak. He's an absolute freak. And if you got to give him every opportunity to prove that he is a shortstop before moving him off that position, because he can do stuff like this. No one else can.
Real quick, Matthew makes a great point that I kind of tweeted about earlier. The victim was Michael Chavis on that. That guy needs a catcher's mitt over there at first base when O'Neill Cruz plays short. Yeah, he might want to wear a helmet.
a helmet or a face mask or something like that.
Yeah. But
yeah, no, it was just, oh man, what a night. What a night tonight. So Cruz, his first hit of the season, bases clearing RBI double, 112.9 miles per hour. I put a tweet out there. I was like, how many plate appearances before Cruz becomes the fastest, the hardest hit baseball by the Pirates this year? It took 2. 2 plate appearances. He did it. So just an absolute electric player. And like I said, this is just, we're not going to say anything negative tonight, but this is why he's been so hyped and why he's so dangerous. He showed it all tonight, game 1, 2 for 5, double, 2 runs scored, 4 runs batted in. Just an excellent 2022 debut.
At the end of the day, you don't find guys who can hit a baseball 113 miles an hour, throw a baseball 96 miles an hour and then run.
And then
like,
run 22 miles. He was running like 22 miles an hour. Someone would say you get a speeding ticket in a school zone. Yeah.
You're not built like that. And when you are 6'7" playing shortstop, there's a reason that people have been clamoring to keep him there. And that's why they don't build him like him. He's special. As Jim has to mute himself because he's got dogs barking. But O'Neal Cruz is special, dude. And I'm not saying he is a special baseball player. There's a lot he's got to show. But every single tool you can ask for is there.
I think the thing that stands out the most to me and something I didn't even realize until tonight. Like I mean, I always knew he was fast, but I didn't realize he was this fast. I mean, he's out there being the fast. I mean, when we talk about sprint speed and just like how they measure it, Trey Turner and Bobby Wood Jr. lead the majors, and O'Neal Cruz had a faster sprint speed than both of them tonight. So like you add all this together, and it's like, oh, and then also he's the fastest player in Major League Baseball. Like what is even going on?
When you talk about the 5 tools, he's got every single tool you can ask for. It's just if it comes together as a major leaguer, which is yet to be seen, but God, we got to see it.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait for it to develop in AAA.
Right.
I'm a kid on Christmas just waiting to open them presents.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, this is just it. That's exactly what it was. Today was like Christmas Day. Like, we opened up all our presents, and like everything was exactly what we wanted. Yeah. And yeah, just I can't wait to play with my new toys. Basically, O'Neal Cruz is our new toy.
This is the perfect time for you to have what you always wanted, was a MLB Network type deal where I can set the alert for whenever my player's up. Because I just want to be alerted every day of my life when O'Neal Cruz is up to bat.
It's must-see TV.
Yeah. I don't care if he's facing a lefty, and we'll probably get to that as well. Didn't look great against him, but I don't care. He hits a ball that hard.
Yeah. No, it's just an incredible debut out of him. I don't really know. I think it was just pure joy tonight. Like in every facet of the game. Like I said, everyone on Twitter was just lights out excited. It was a fun game to watch. Again, 12-1. Like, they just completely demolished the Cubs today. And a lot of it, like Cruz delivered like the blow, right, in that third inning. That bases clearing double, that was the blow that pretty much put the game out of reach at that point. We'll get to Brubaker and all that, but then you follow up Cruz with another guy making his major league debut, and I mean we've talked about Cruz for 8 minutes now, and we'll do it for more here, but Bly Madris also just a hell of a major league debut, 3 for 4 with a double, 2 runs batted in, made a really nice play out in right field too early in the game.
It was kind of a bad route.
It's still a nice looking catch. It was like right up against the wall. He had to slide. It was a good catch.
It was a pretty bad route, but he made the catch.
Excellent debut though. Like, good for him. You can tell he's a guy who, you want to cheer for. He's not really a prospect. If you're defining the term there, he's 26, I think, or maybe 25.
Yeah. You would know if you were on the show last night, but you were busy.
Yeah, I was 26 years old. So not really like a prospect, right? But somebody who's kind of just worked his tail off throughout the system. He's really performed at every level that he's been to. So nice to see him with just a really, really good debut. But
But in regard to Bly, we talked about it last night. I was skeptical of him. I still am.
I mean, there's reasons for that.
But
yeah.
On the same note, we've seen guys that figure it out in the upper levels of the minors. We've seen Garrett Jones. We see Max Muncy. We see Turner from the Dodgers. There's
Yeah.
a handful of guys that do figure it out, and he did make an adjustment. Still skeptical, but when you hit a ball, what was it, 107, 109, somewhere around that area?
Yeah, he hit the ball hard.
It'll definitely make your eyes pop a little bit because you already mentioned that 112 that the Pirates have hit this year.
Mm-hmm.
He hit the ball hard.
He did.
So
and he's been performing like you said at AAA. So he's also been playing a little bit of first base, which is intriguing. And so maybe we see that down the road here soon. But I don't think you could ask for a better debut from the guy.
No.
Definitely someone who will be rooting for sure. And but really it was just like, I don't know what it was, but like Cruz just being there just made everybody better. Like,
can we just talk about that double he had? Because
yes.
he hit the ball so hard that the guy thought he was going to cut it off.
Yeah.
And he had no shot.
None.
And it was just a line drive.
He smoked it. Just absolutely smoked it.
The Cubs center fielder thought he was going to cut that ball off. I was shocked he did not get a triple out of that. Maybe I overestimated. Maybe I thought he ran like a 40 mile per hour.
I think what it was is he just hit it too hard. Like he hit the ball so hard that it got to the wall too fast.
And it didn't catch a notch.
It kicked. Yeah. That's kind of
the north side notch.
The north side notch. Yep. But no, and he almost beat out that triple. It took a great relay to get him.
It really did.
But at that point, who cared? He
I don't like the old rule. Don't make the first third out at third base. I don't care.
Yeah.
O'Neal Cruz hit the ball. He's a freaking gazelle.
Yeah. When you're up 7-0 or whatever, go for it. Screw it.
The first time in many of years, I sat on the couch and yelled, "He's gonna run! He's gonna run!" and just yelled at my TV by myself. I haven't had that excitement.
I really didn't think he was going to go for 3. And then when they said he was going for it. I was like, oh shit.
I was audibly waving him to third base on the couch. And I have not done that in a very long time.
Well, it's just the ball comes off his bat different. It just does. Like as soon as he hit the ball, like I said, I sent out that tweet. I was like, how many plate appearances before he has the hardest hit ball? As soon as he hit it, I was like, that's it. That's the hardest hit ball of the year. I didn't have to wait for StatCast to update. I knew that was the hardest hit ball of the year. And he's special. He is special. Like you said, he can do things that no other person can do. And I'm not just talking about like person on the team, like any person in baseball. We saw that tonight. All these things that he did tonight that no one has done. It's hopefully the start of a much more fun second half of this season. Being able to watch him play baseball. It was just fun. It was fun watching him tonight. It's fun watching people do crazy athletic things. Like that's the whole point about watching sports is like seeing people do things that you're like yourself, like you can't do that, right? So like, when you're watching Kyle Hendricks, like I can take this guy deep. You don't want to watch Kyle Hendricks, right? You want to watch somebody do something that like that's insane. How can that even happen? And we saw that tonight. So that's what watching sports is all about.
And we're not saying there's not going to be growing pains with O'Neal Cruz.
Right.
He's going to strike out. He's going to struggle against lefties. It's going to happen. But he's going to
make some errors. Like he's going to throw some balls into the stands. It's going to happen.
But he's also going to hit a baseball 120 miles an hour.
Yep.
I just let it happen. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
And hope that the good overcomes the bad.
7 runs driven in his first 3 major league games. Paul Molitor, Trevor Story, only other shortstops to ever do that. So like just like these things that he's done in three games is just insane. I think 3 games he's now at 4 balls hit over 110 miles an hour. Like he just, like I said, he just does something. He's special.
Hey Jim, you think they'll go through a fan?
Just right through a fan, unless that fan Yeah, unless that fan's like can catch the ball. Luckily, there is a net behind first base, so he'd have to throw it over the net.
If
To
that
get to the
net
fan.
came in at the correct time.
Yeah. No, that was just God. I mean, I don't even have words to describe. Just tonight was so much fun.
I was
It was just great to watch.
I was
It was the best
fully
game of the year.
expecting, just because we're Pirates fans and it's what I expect as a person. 0 for 4 with 4Ks, a couple errors.
Like a 3-0 Pirates loss.
Yeah, and then you watch him go up to the plate, and that dude is so intimidating at the plate. Like, he stares death into your soul.
He does.
I
Dude,
love it.
And then when he the first run he scored on Hoy Park sac fly, that was
Oh my God.
that was when he broke like that sprint speed. He was like 31 point something miles per hour, feet per second or whatever.
Not many
like,
people
imagine-
score on not many
No.
people score on that good of a throw.
No,
They will
Like,
score when it's that deep, but they don't score on that good of a throw.
like imagine being that catcher and just like seeing that guy
Yeah.
just running full speed right at you. That's like I said, that's got to be so. Not only is it intimidating to the pitchers when he's in the batter's box, like if he's rolling down on you, like you're like, I'm not blocking the plate this time. Thank God for that Buster
No.
Posey roll.
Oh God, no.
He would kill
I'm
people.
Also glad he's not blocking a play because we need O'Neal Cruz.
Yeah, I don't want O'Neal Cruz being in any sort of home plate collisions. That's for
No.
sure. But yeah, just overall, great game from Cruz. It was just everything that you would have hoped for when you call up a guy like that. Like I said, absolute game changer. That's just what this team needs. They need it so bad. Like they need somebody like Brian Reynolds is a good hitter. Brian Hayes is a good player overall, right? Elite defensive guy, solid bat. But like this lineup, having
had
some
a good June, but
we won't get into that.
Yeah,
All
I
positive
know.
stuff tonight.
this is a Thursday conversation.
yeah.
All the other stuff.
Having someone that just scares the hell out of the opposing pitcher.
Yeah.
It's just that there's not a lot of people who can do that. And he was able to do that.
He's on the Stanton, Judge, Gallo level. Of this guy can, like, Greg Brown did say it on the broadcast when the infield was in. How would you like to be the first baseman right now?
Yeah, playing in when O'Neal Cruz is up. Yeah, I would be like, no, thanks, coach. I'm good back here.
No, we'll take the out. We're good.
Yeah, we can give up this run. But no, it's just a fun game. Like it between Cruz, and we haven't even gotten to Brubaker yet, but between Cruz, Madris, the squirrel was fun. Like, I mean, the squirrel stopped play for like 3 minutes. You had the whole ground screw chasing the squirrel all over the field. Everybody was going nuts. Like it was just an I was entertained tonight.
The squirrel was not entertaining because he popped onto the field like a batter before O'Neal Cruz. And we have been waiting on this way too long.
But maybe the squirrel rattled the pitcher, like just enough.
He might have.
Yeah.
But you do need to change your name from Northside Notch to the Squirrel Hill Tunnel.
The Squirrel Hill Tunnel, yes. It's a good new name for it. But yeah, so Squirrel, Cruz, Madris, and then let's talk Brubaker. Best he's looked all year, I think. He never really got in trouble. I feel like he kind of cruised.
The first inning was a little shaky.
Yeah, but like at no point and once the game was out of reach, he kind of just cruised through his 6 innings, 6 scoreless innings.
We can't stop talking about Cruz.
I know. Right. 6 scoreless innings though, 5 strikeouts. His ERA is down to 4.11 now on the year.
Jim, his ERA since May 1st is 3.29.
There you go.
He had a 6.07 ERA in April. JT Brubaker's quietly putting together a solid season.
Well, and then like on the broadcast they mentioned, this best 0-7 pitcher in baseball, and that's probably true. Like he was 0-7 going into today.
He's probably the only 0-7 pitcher in baseball.
Yeah. Finally picks up his first win, and it was a well-deserved win. Like I said, offense backed him up. good game. Best I've seen Brubaker pitch in a while, I feel like. And he's had some good games throughout this whole stretch, like you said, but good game against, I mean, this Cubs lineup isn't necessarily the best in the world, but they're not terrible. Like, I mean, their pitching's bad. The Cubs pitching is like their main issue. Their offense is, serviceable. But he did a great job against them, kept the ball in the park because that's normally been his issue. And great game by Brubaker.
That fellow lives like 30 minutes from me. The UFC fighter he's talking about.
Yeah.
Random thought.
So are you on the left side of the screen or am I?
I'm assuming me.
Okay. I don't know what that guy looks like.
But I don't have neck tattoos. JT Brubaker, he's honestly starting to turn into maybe a trade chip. Like, we're talking about a guy that's hanging around a 4 ERA, a little bit of control. Maybe
I'm not really. I don't think this team is really in a position where they should be trading serviceable starting pitchers.
I'm with
before pre-arbitration. I mean, he's not even an arbitration guy. Like, I'm not. I mean, if somebody wants to overpay for him, sure, I'll listen. But
the overpay is not worth it, really, probably.
Right. Like, it would have to be a gross overpay. Because, I mean, if JT Brubaker ends up being a solid number 5 starting pitcher, like, that's fine. Like, you need those. You need a solid number 5.
Let's be honest. What JT Brubaker's put together this season's probably better than a number 5.
Yeah.
I mean, every underlying number shows him being pretty good. Not pretty good, but I mean, he can go out there and throw some innings for you.
Mm-hmm.
The slider looked terrific tonight.
Yeah,
he's keeping the ball in the ballpark.
And like I said, that's been that was his main issue last year. Just crazy home run rate. This year, definitely a lot better. It's actually his best home run rate of his career so far. Looking at that. Yeah, I mean, I'm very happy with what we've seen out of him. He went into today with a 4.5 ERA, which is respectable, and then went out and tossed 6 scoreless innings. So, like I said, last year we saw this out of him like the first half of last year, and then he just broke down towards the end of the year. And I think the main issue was just he had never ever pitched that many innings before in his career. And so now he's coming off a season where he threw 124 innings last year. Maybe we can bump that up to like 150 or so this year, and maybe he won't break down, because like I said, last year he just broke down. So if he can just be fine the rest of the year, I mean, if you're looking at a starting pitcher who can give you like 1.5 WAR, something like that, that's something that teams could find you. I mean, that's a useful piece.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing we talked about with Mitch Keller last night when you weren't on because you're busy lounging around in New York.
But here's the thing. I did listen to last night's postgame show. I listened to it on the plane this morning. I was in and out because it was like 4 a.m., but yeah.
Whatever.
I listened.
But yeah, they got to find more pitchers that can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these guys have to be able to eat some innings and be productive major leaguers.
Someone just said, never seen you so positive before.
Yeah, I saw that.
No, but there's a lot of things to be positive. Like if you watch today,
Jim,
and
let's just cut through this shit. This chat has never been so active, and it's all because of O'Neal Cruz.
It's true.
It's O'Neal Cruz Day, and I've never seen this many people care about the Pirates.
I agree. Yeah. No, it was a big day for Pirates fans. It was a day a lot of people were waiting for, and it delivered. Like that's the best part of it is it's hard when someone's hyped so much and then they get called up. It's almost impossible to live up to that hype. Like today was just a perfect culmination of everything. because it was he played great. He showed everybody why. He showed everybody why he's so special today. And so now everybody's just on notice saying, hey, this guy's special. Not only just Pirates fans in general, but like all of Major League Baseball. Like the MLB, the official MLB Twitter account was tweeted or retweeted 5 O'Neal Cruz tweets within a matter of an hour. Every single national baseball account on social media was tweeting about O'Neal Cruz. On the broadcast, they were mentioning he was the 3rd trending topic on all of Twitter, tonight. So people took notice of O'Neal Cruz today, and I think everybody now realizes just what type of a player he's capable of being, and that he's somebody to watch.
It was national when he threw a baseball that hard on a backhand before the miles per hour came out.
Yeah.
Right. It pretty much sums it up for me. It makes me want to turn on a Pirate game.
Yeah.
And we talked about it before the year.
Summary.
We got to get to mid-June.
Mm-hmm.
And I think next year we're going to be in the same boat. Henry Davis. We're probably looking at the same situation. When that happens, maybe we really have something to watch.
I think that's what is kind of the most exciting part about all of this is this step, calling O'Neal Cruz up today. It's like the first step that you can think of where it's like, okay, is this the corner? Like, are they turning the corner? Like this is it. There's definitely obviously holes that need fixed on this roster, but having someone as talented and as special as O'Neal Cruz and seeing what he's doing, it's impossible to leave today's game and not be excited. Like if you're not excited after what you just watched tonight, watching O'Neal Cruz play baseball tonight, I don't know what to tell you. Like you're just, if you're not excited after seeing that, you're just looking to not be excited. Right.
Yeah. I think I tweeted today, you're either a dork or a loser.
Yeah, exactly. You're one of the two.
But it's not just like you put it in a good way. It's a step, but we also get to see the Jack Sawinskis of the world that are maybe turning into major leaguers. Maybe not Cal Mitchell, we don't know. But there's some pieces that are starting to slightly come up that don't like raise eyebrows, but you're starting to see guys that maybe could compete on a major league team.
Yeah. And I said, that's what's exciting. When you sit through a rebuild process, which we've now been through 2.5 years of just being dreadful, right? And just watching awful players play baseball on this team. This is like the moment that you finally look forward to, is seeing the guys who could potentially be the next winning Pirates team, right? And that you're now like, if there is going to be a next Pirates team that is a winner, right? You are seeing pieces of that team right now.
And it's definitely inflated because Ronesy's up here, he's been a little shaky lately, but he's here. Mitch Keller starting to put something together. O'Neal Cruz is the big one. And like I said earlier, Sawinski looking like he could be a major league ball player. So it seems like it speeds the timeline up, which also leads me to our argument. I'm sure, well, not argument. We're going to be on the same page on Thursday. No, there's a game Thursday.
We'll still do something.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
But we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. There's now 3.5 guys in the lineup worth watching.
Absolutely.
And we're 3 days removed from seeing Yu Chang in the lineup every day.
Yu Chang. I mean, even today, like you still had Heineman and Park. Park
Yep.
with 2 sack flies tonight, but like you still had guys in the lineup today where it's like, yeah, whatever. But I mean, Vogelbach had a good game. Chavis walked 3 times today, so like it was just a good game overall. Brian Hayes was really the only guy who did nothing today. And we're not going to talk about the negatives today. We'll get into that later. But like Brian Reynolds with 2 more hits, Brian Reynolds is just, like I said, he's completely resurrected his entire season these past few weeks. Sawinski with another hit and a walk today.
Yeah.
Just a great game. Like this was the most fun I've had watching baseball in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels good to watch a game that's not meaningful and actually care.
Exactly.
And
it's a lot more. I mean, it's a lot more fun doing that than watching being 1 hit or 2 hit by the whoever team we're playing, losing 2-0 or something like that.
I'm fully with you. We will get to the negatives though at some point because there are still a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, this still isn't a good team, right?
No.
We definitely benefited tonight facing the Cubs. Like these the Cubs pitchers are so bad. Caleb Killian is not good. He walked 5 guys in 2 1/3 innings. Like he was awful. Alec Mills was awful in relief. Like it was bad pitch. Like the Cubs didn't have a pitcher today with an ERA under 7.5. So like that's how bad the pitchers were that the Pirates faced. But you know what? When you face terrible pitching like that, you need to hit them, and that's what they did today. So
and they have not done that all year.
Right. I mean, we've had plenty of games where we faced terrible pitching and just got shut out. Right. So it was good to see. And I don't care about who the Cubs put out there. It was a fun game. Like I said, most fun game of the season, in my opinion. Great pitching by Brubaker, timely hitting. Cruz with two big hits to bring in people, just a laser beam, unbelievable athleticism. Like it was a perfect night.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun. I have not, like I said, I have not had fun watching a game. It's 11:02, and I am gladly on a podcast right now. You guys know how much I bitch about it. It's at 11 o'clock when I'm like, it's my bedtime.
Way past your bedtime.
I am glad to be here right now because O'Neal Cruz is here.
My only hope now is they don't sit him tomorrow. Be like, we're gonna ease him then.
That's gonna be a Mike Ossie day.
Oh God. Yeah, we won't do that game.
Yeah, we're gonna pass it off to someone else.
Oh geez. But yeah, I mean, 12-1 win. Awesome start to this series against the Cubs. I mean, you got anything else to add? Like,
no, it's good that the future is slowly getting here.
Yep.
I think next year's the year we really hopefully see the future.
That'll be the exciting part about the second half of the season is some of the futures here. And then hopefully you just kind of keep seeing the rest of the future develop down in the minors because there's definitely some good pieces.
Not acquired by Ben Sherrington.
There's a few Ben guys in there.
No, they actually next year is the group that is the Ben Sherrington.
Yeah.
You got Peguero, you got Henry Davis.
Sawinski's already here, so
Sawinski's here.
Yeah.
So yeah, really you got to build on the starting pitching and the relievers because they are bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, the pitching just needs to be better. I agree. The pitching needs to be better. But I mean, at the same time, you also need to, you need to plug in the holes on the offense too. Like one person coming up doesn't really fix it. It definitely helps. Like if you can shore up the shortstop position with a good hitter, that helps a lot. But yeah, this team still needs a lot of work, but they're going to be worth watching they're going to be worth watching right now.
Thank God. I am so tired of watching a shitty team.
All right. Well,
Yep.
again, 12-1 win. JT Brubaker picks up his first win of the season. O'Neal Cruz shines in his debut, breaks all kinds of records, does things that no other human's done. So just crazy unicorn type stuff there. Awesome debut from Bly Madris. Good game from Reynolds. Good game from Vogie. Good game from Chavis. Just a good game. Good game all around. But other than that, that'll be it. Tomorrow, Pirates again against the Cubs. It's a 7:05 start. Rowan's day tomorrow. Looking to bounce back from his
Jim,
he's been a little off.
Jim, that's 2 days in a row worth watching. Actually,
yeah.
3.
Mitch Keller.
Yeah.
Keller's worth watching now too.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. Rowan's is facing some guy named Matt Swarmer. So let's just to kind of show you where the Cubs are at right now. Someone named Matt Swarmer is pitching for them. 7:05. We'll be back on here to hopefully talk about another Pirates win.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. But that's all I got for you. Have a good rest of your night, everybody. Let's go Bucks.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.